initially. He just had better strategy. So like,
Yes.
I think that's the biggest deal is like people just don't go. They just
exactly.
like spend 3 months planning to do the thing. It's like, just freaking do the thing, man.
Dude.
Like, why are you talking about it? Like, if you have a concrete idea, I don't need to talk to you for 2 weeks. Don't.
Well, it's a lot easier to talk about doing something than it is to actually do. You're going to make a few mistakes.
Okay, but that's a great point. Like, you're going to make mistakes. Here's the difference between a guy who plans too much and a guy who doesn't. Like, I probably should plan more. I'm usually I go. So I was talking to a guy about expanding his company and I was going to help him. And I'm like, dude, you got to get into this market. And he's like, well, let's talk about it. So we talked about it for several weeks before I decided to just like dip. Like, he doesn't understand the vision. And I was trying to get him to move. And he's like, I'm not really a risk taker. And some people aren't, and that's totally fine if that's who you want to be. But we had to sit and talk about it for several weeks. Okay, you put me and him on the same starting line, and I'm going to go. By the time he makes the decision to go, I've already made 3 mistakes, and now I can do it more efficiently.
Yeah, and you're still way out here.
And I'm still going.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so like, you're right. I'm going to make mistakes. But from each of those mistakes, I'm going to learn like, okay, don't do that. How can we make this better? I'm learning from experience while he's back here still writing in his notebook like, oh, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to, like, how do we, dude, you've got to go. So if you're struggling, wanting to do something, whether it's getting in shape, whether it's mental, whether it's you want to increase your prayer life, whatever it is, the best thing to do is to start.